And hey, look here, y'all. You know this year is a big year for Shedeur Sanders. It's super big. It's basically the Super Bowl. It is the Super Bowl for him before he ever even make it to one. So in this 2026 season, it's about to officially start for him at some point. Maybe the rest of the month off, and he hit it in March. But at some point, it's game time. It's going to be on. It's going to be a lot of film study. It's going to be a lot of, well, I ain't going to say a whole lot of working out, but he's going to get working out in. He's going to get film study in. And I went and just checked out. I just looked at a Tom Brady and a Peyton Manning because, you know, they kind of like the standard of going to go get it. So I checked them out to see what does he actually really need to do to be a successful quarterback in the NFL. And them boys pretty much get with it. They start getting with it March or April. Tom Brady might even start in sometime in February, March, but they all get with it. They all have their methods of locking in, whether it's film study, whether it's training. But we're gonna talk about that. Then you have Kevin. You know, I told you we was gonna talk more, get more teams in, but since Kevin in Atlanta, yes, we're gonna talk about that. Kevin has an opportunity to try to go get Joe Flacco and let Joe Flacco know, hey, boy, I could let you be the starter. I could let you be the starter. You'll compete with Mike Penix. Hey, you already know my system. You're already ahead of him. Come on now. Let's get it. That's one thing we gotta look at. Then you gotta look at David, the tight end. You know him and David. Hey, he might get David and bring Joe Flacco in. It could be on and popping. So those are things that we gonna talk about that tonight. We're gonna talk about it. So look, y'all. I know Shedeur may be in chill mode still, but since they done threw it out there, Deshaun Watson training, and you know, to me, I really feel like Deshaun Watson throwing that training video out there to let everybody know that, hey, I'm locked in, boy. I'm 100% locked in. I am getting ready. Now it could be for the Browns, it could be for anybody. I just know he getting ready and he training. Okay, he needs that because he ain't play a whole season. He need that. Now Shedeur done been through it all, so Shedeur does need some time off. Maybe he take the rest of the month off. Maybe he take the rest of the month off, clear his mind up, and then in March, if I'm already looking at big time quarterbacks, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, just to see what they do, he got to pick their mind too. There's a phone call for him. Me, if I needed to be a phone call, it could be a phone call. Hey, God, that good. But just for him, he needs to know how to do it at the highest level, at the highest of the highest level. So that's locking in with Todd. That's locking in with the OC, which is Todd, but still Travis, and that's locking in with a quarterback coach. We want all three of those guys to be locked in. And Todd could break down too how he wanted to be done. But yes, Shedeur needs to, man. Some of the stuff I looked at Tom Brady was Tom Brady will get up early in the morning and just his situation of how he'll go about it. And then when they'll leak up with the players, then Peyton Manning had a thing where he study. Then he have a session in March or April where he lock in with the his wide receivers and stuff at Duke University, and they go to work. So Shedeur y'all already seen Shedeur basically does all of that now. So it's like basically he already on that level. He does that now. Last year he locked in with some wide receivers and they were working, working, working. So we're gonna see that this year. Now I checked out everything that's gonna happen when the OTA is gonna start, and it seems like the OTAs really start in May to early June, and then you have mandatory minicamp in June. And I guess they kind of take July kind of off, and then August they back at it, right? Okay, cool. So that's what we're looking at. Shedeur the real lock-in season for the NFL basically start late May, early June. That's when everybody got to come back and start getting with it. But Shedeur as the leader of the team, yeah. Here's gonna start, y'all. Here's must start uh end of February or in March. And that could be just starting to get back into throwing, starting to learn the playbook, um, studying who we playing, who are all the teams that we finna lock in with. He got to know everybody. He got to know every defense we gonna face. His defensive coordinator saying, did they get a new coach? Did they get a new coach? Who all got new coaches? Who all got new defensive coordinators? Where can I study some on them? Or if they wasn't the head coach and they was a special team, I'm not a special teams, but like an assistant, like a passing game coordinator, a run game coordinator. Now you gotta look at what they was running and to get a good look at it. I don't know, it's just good, kind of just breaking down that stuff, which I know he know. But this year is huge for him, y'all. Every day is basically the Super Bowl for Shedeur Sanders. Point blank, period. This is the Super Bowl for him because everything is under the microscope. They, did she doing do this? Did she doing do that? But that's cool. That's cool. That's what he signed up for. When you the franchise quarterback, you under the microscope. When you on a losing franchise, you're not only under the microscope, you're talked about like trash every day, unless they decide they like you. And at this point, we rock with him, but everybody else they don't really do him like that. He'll earn that. He'll earn it. He'll earn it. He'll definitely earn that. So it's only a matter of time, y'all. I just can't wait to see how much he progress this season, y'all. It's going to be good because we know for a fact he's going to look light years better than last year. Why? Because he's getting a lot of reps. Why? Because the head coach rocking with him. Why? Because the OC rocking with him. Why? Because the Bill might have been rocking with it, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Oh, y'all do know Bill Musgrove is with the Jets now. Aaron Glenn, whatever you got to do with the Jets, boy, go do your thing, boy. Boy, I want you to make it, boy. I seen something that got you on the hot seat. I don't like that, man. Aaron Glenn, please get it on the road, boy. They're like they trying to get rid of you, but hey, let me see what y'all talking about. Let me see what you're talking about. Let me see what you're talking about. Madison, what's good? J. Will, FD, what's good? I love CC. Yes, late. I had to just come on. I had to just sneak one in. Ty, what's good? C Holder, what's good? MJ, AJ, what's good? That girl Bree, B Jack, surviving. Said Tom says that Shedeur needs to get his butt in the film room and work. Oh, when he say that, like in 25 or like recently. But either way, Tom right. Tom right. To be on the elite of elite levels, you gonna have to work. You gonna listen. Listen, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. How hard them boys work, they made me look at myself and do I even go hard enough? Do I go as hard as I could go to be elite? Based on how them boys be locking in, I'm like, oh, boy. You say you're gonna be about this thing, you got to be about it. So I gotta step my eliteness up. Lady J, what's good? Jay Will, you say, yeah, he told him that when he came to Cleveland off the couch. Hey, got to get it. I love CC. You say Shedeur knows what he correct. He does. FJ, what's good? Jay Will, you say let Deshaun play catch up with Jerry Judy. If Jerry Judy ends up throwing that ball with Deshaun Watson, bro, when I tell y'all, only way I listen, not a negative guy, I will throw it to him if it's gonna make me look good. That boy ain't gonna get the ball if he go train with him over me. If you train with Deshaun over me, you have drew a line in the sand and you saying you rocking with him. That's cool. Now, if me and Deshaun together, that's a different ballgame. But if you go without me and you go over there, oh, you done decided what you done decided. And I'm good with that. And I'm gonna treat you accordingly, baby. When everybody else getting the ball and you ain't, you better hope he in to throw you the ball. KO, I wouldn't make it obvious. I would throw in some, but he wasn't getting many. I love CC say, since people can't keep his name out their mouth for two, they can't. They can't. Madison, you said Deshaun needs to get the rust off. How about Rivers? Well, I don't know what Rivers was doing, but Rivers is a different situation than Deshaun Watson. Like Rivers played years at a high level. Deshaun Watson, he ain't him. Not in that sense. Kathy, what's good? Shedeur works all year. He does. He does take a little break and get back in it. Love it. Yeah, late night special. I had to come on and jump on with you. I ain't gonna hold y'all that long, but we gotta talk now because it's just a lot going on. You say I'm ready for Shedeur. Yes, yes, and this the year to do it. This the year that y'all Shedeur went through so much. Everything this year is going to be an improvement. He's everything gonna look better. Now, somebody said something, y'all, and it made me say, "Oh, I could be like that, or I could look at the way I like to look at the way I look at it." But I did respect what they said, and they said, "Hey, 4 linemen will become free agents for Cleveland." Now, I don't even know if we want any of them back, but if we do, get them back. If we don't, we don't. We got to draft. We got to hit the free agent world. Okay, cool. Can we find a starting 5 out of that? I think we got one. So can we get 4? Can we get 4? Maybe 2 veterans, two rookies, or 3 veterans, 1 rookie. I don't know, but they're gonna have to shake something. Wide receivers, I feel like they could do that. I feel like as when the O line is top tier or better, the whole situation will be better. So that's how I'm looking at that. But I did understand what the person said, like how it's going to be a process to get better. So this ain't no overnight success. But to me, I feel like it could be an overnight success because Shedeur was almost about to win when you had to not only compete against a defense that put they all into destroying you, you had to compete against your own offensive coordinator that felt like he wasn't giving you the best. That's gonna always be a theory, but Todd gets to come and wipe that all out. Todd gets to come and represent. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Surviving, you said DC and Shedeur is in Miami now. Go look at his video with him saying it's time. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Shedeur, let's go. Boy. Hey, I guess we back at it. Oh, so he in the MIA, he in the 305 show. They need to slide up at the Tampa, man. Slide up at the tea time, baby. Slide up at the tea time. BJ, you say you don't care who they get. They better not, they're not better than correct. Correct. Kathy, you say Cam Ward and Shedeur will work out together. They could. I know they got the same trainer. Shedeur could have easily been 5-2 or a 7-0. It was right there. It was right there. But let me tell y'all this though. Kevin in Atlanta. Kevin, you in Atlanta. Kevin needs a quarterback. Whether Michael Penix gonna be ready for the season or not, he needs a quarterback. And he could go for Joe Flacco. He really could go to try to bring Joe Flacco in and let Joe Flacco do what he do. If I'm Kevin, I'm going after Joe Flacco, period. But he could go for somebody else, a veteran quarterback. But I'm going after Joe Flacco. If I'm him, I'm going after Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is my go-to guy. You know the offense, let's roll, baby. So I'm going to Joe, period. And that's probably what he told Joe. Joe, boy, they Joe, they shouldn't have took you from me, boy. I would have started you over Shedeur. But guess what? I'm in Atlanta now. Yeah, Cousins we getting rid of. Mike Penix, I don't know when he going to be ready. I got to bring somebody in. Bro, do you want to come start? I got you. You got to start for me. Please come. I think Joe gonna go. And then you got David. Will David come? David. I know we got Mike Kyle Pitts. But I could show use you, boy. I could show use you too. Damn, he could have David that guy. And who else? Cleveland that go. Any of them Cleveland players, old linemen and all that, he could end up with them if he think they like that. Now, he do got his offensive line coach, him and his old line coach like that. When him and his old line coach together, they win. So Atlanta, y'all might have something. Y'all might have something. Kathy, you said let Kevin get DG. He ain't getting DG. He ain't looking DG way. He saying, Joe, boy, I need you. I need you. Hey, he need him. Smiley Mom, what's good? Loving you. Say, I heard the Bengals want. Yes, the Bengals will definitely want to re-sign him to be the backup, though. That's the dude to be the backup. Joe might got, hey, what? I still got starter dreams in me. Let me start, boy. Let me start. AJ Will, nah, he ain't gonna get him. He said, nah, that would. Hey, can't see Rob was for Shedeur. That's it. See, Rob was for Shedeur. Got time. I love CC. You said Cleveland could do great if they really build around Shedeur and be intentional this time. They will. I think that's the whole game plan. I think that's what Jimmy want, the owner, Barry, the GM, Todd, the head coach. I think all three of them are in line to make Cleveland about something. And Todd definitely want to win, y'all. Todd ain't coming here just to get his feet wet in the NFL. Todd, like, bro, I need to win. Let's take this job and shake some. So I think that's how that's gonna go. BJ, you say you need to get Jerry Judy. He might like Jerry Judy. They might figure something out, but I'm pretty sure Joe Flacco and Kevin, they own that phone. Hey, I know we don't supposed to, really talk, but I am your friend. You are my friend. We around the same age. Hey, well, Atlanta look real nice, boy. Especially with that Flacco on the back. Hey, yeah. Come on and slide. We get David if you want to, but I got Kyle Pitts, I got wide receivers, I got running backs, I got everything. Boy, everything you got in Cincinnati, but you ain't starting up there. I can start you here. I can start you here. Everybody know we got history. Come on. I think he might shake something, y'all. Survive, you say any update on DC? We interviewing. Cleveland is interviewing, but ain't nobody jumping on that. Now, I heard about Malik Willis. Malik Willis, people saying that he might go to the Jets or the Dolphins, but I want to say keep an eye on the Cardinals. I seen somebody wish list for us, and it was a lot of Steelers and guards and Tigers. That was all the wish list. They wouldn't even worry about wide receivers. I was trying to stroll through to see who Cleveland would get. They had I think the top 100 free agents, and it didn't look like they didn't predict anybody coming to us. Now that don't mean it won't happen. Barry got to get on that. Barry got to get out there and do what he do. Just like Kevin and Atlanta got to do what they do. So everybody finna try to go shake some with these free agents. But it's on, y'all. The time finna be ticking. We'll be in May before you know it. Not that I'm rushing, because next month, my birthday month, so I'm chilling. And we at the halfway point of this month. Well, really, we definitely at the halfway point. Well, Saturday would be definitely at the halfway point. Exactly halfway. But it is what it is. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Free agency start on March the 11th. The combine is the end of the month going into March. And the draft is in April. Mini camp for rookies. Hopefully we get some big time rookies. And then OTAs from that point on. Kathy, you say another Raven will say today in Atlanta. And Flacco, it looked like it. Keys, you say I'm going to 4 home games this year and the Cincinnati game. Leaving from Kentucky to Ohio isn't but a few hours. I made 3 games this year. Oh, you was rocking. Now he getting the bucks from me. Period. He getting the bucks. I, I I don't know. I'm a get there person. I like to get there, so he gonna get the Bucks from me. Colt, Lord's willing, if it don't mess up the dates. If it don't mess up the dates. Cole, you say the Bears and Green Bay both have free agent linemen that could come to the. I want some ballers on that O line. Oh my goodness, I want some ballers on that O line. Certified ballers. All right, you say Shedeur in that film room. That's listen. From what I read, I briefly read it, and I done read it over years, but I just briefly scanned over it before I came. Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, those are my. That's who I look at it for the quarterbacks for Shedeur. That's the standard you going for. If somebody better, then so be it. But them my two that hold it down. Now Peyton only won 2 chips. Tom Brady won some with the Patriots and the Bucks. So Tom Brady, I want to take off of both, but still be me. He get in that film study and know our playbook like nah, ah. Now he know it like that, like like he know it inside out, like just breathe. It just come easy to him because he ain't thinking about it. It's just his automatic his. Um, we'll have some now. Film study for that defense. For the defenses we're going to play, I need him to lock in. Tom, they said, well, not they said, Peyton Manning gave how he did, and Peyton Manning said, look, I go 10 plus games on the opponents I'm gonna play. I say, dog, 10 plus games? That boy locked in. That boy locked in. So that's a side note. Arch Manning should be real good because Arch Manning getting all this information from them. But it ain't like Shedeur can't get it either. I don't think Tom Brady gonna hide something from him or Peyton Manning either. But yeah. If I'm him, I'm locking in on my playbook and the opponents' defenses who I'm playing. And again, like I said, what defenses got new coaches or whatever, and go from there. It's in his hands. Falcons, Flacco sound. Listen, that could really be a move. If Joe Flacco really want to start, because he's not going to start in Cincinnati unless Joe Burrow get hurt. He could start in Atlanta now. If he goes to Atlanta right now, to me, he's already the starter out the gate. That's how Kevin rolled. That's how we roll. Again, now Tyler Huntley is a guy that could go if the Ravens don't want him. Tyler Huntley also a guy that the Browns could get. BJ, you say I can't wait for the first game. If Shedeur stars out the gate, they win. BJ, I think he 100% starting out the gate. I see no other reason for him not to start. Ain't nobody finna outdo that boy. Ain't no Shedeur like the one I got. Shedeur gonna ball out the baby. Yeah. He gonna ball. He gonna ball. But he definitely need to be in that film room. He definitely know everything going on where he could be dominating no matter how it look. Straight dominating. Keys, you say Flacco, Kevin and them Falcons should pick up David, Flacco, Judy, Robinson. Uh Flacco and David, yeah, Jerry, he could, but Robinson and DG, he ain't worried about them. All right, you say I get it that it's new coaches, but these coaches still have game film on DCs from other teams. So I hope he studies like Tom and Bill, and Peyton. I need that boy locked in. I need him. Like I told y'all one day, when he say blue 42, and the linebacker say, hey, it's a slant. They running double slants on this side, post and fade on the backside. Or whoever calling it, right? Because they so locked in, like Ray Lewis. I want Shedeur to say, jet right. And they done dummy called it. He's like, hey, they flipping it. And yeah, that. He hit him with that Cam Newton. Oh, you studying film, huh? Cool. We coming right at you. And well, Shedeur knows that film study. Film study will separate everything. You got to have film study. You got to be practicing. So I don't know how much he actually need to start full on throwing, but I know he need to study that playbook, boy. He need to study Todd playbook, and he needs to study the defenses. So have a, like schoolwork. You might have 7 subjects or 4 subjects. Well, Shedeur, break that thing down. At this time, it's all about me. Because like Peyton Manning said, he would go back and look at the film of what he did the previous year to see everything he could clean up and get better. Now, Todd was saying something about that Shedeur. He told how good Shedeur was. And then he was like, well, hey, I got to get him out there to see what we need to help him clean up on. So Todd and Shedeur get together, clean up on what you need to clean up, and then let roll. All right, yeah, it's like that. Yeah, Kathy, Shedeur is QB1, period. Nobody can't tell me nothing, y'all. I don't care what they come out and try to report or who they go get. Shedeur is QB1 to me. And to Todd and to the team. It's his team. Black, you say I like Huntley. I just don't like the possibility of 3 black QBs having to go against each. Well, it is what it is. If it goes down that way. I love CC. You say exactly, Colin. He's going to put in that work. Yeah, he put the work in. It's a wrap, y'all, which we know he gonna do. This Shedeur's national championship year. This is Heisman year. This is MVP year. This is Super Bowl MVP. This is Super Bowl year. This the playoff year. This everything. This is everything. It ain't no pressure because this what you want. And pressure only on you if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. But if Shedeur studying film like he supposed to study that film and beyond for what he need to know on offense and what the defense is gonna do that he gonna face, and he could pick them apart. Yeah, uh-huh. Linebacker already did it. Hey, he did it just like we talked about. Linebacker shook, just like they talked about. Hey, Jay, hey, trip, hey. That hit, and he looking this way, played and gone. You trying to get back to the play. Nah, it's too late now, baby. Glad you say Shedeur does everything right. Do you think Jimmy will still go after Manning? Um, if Shedeur has an O-line and wide receivers, he lock in with Todd. Todd lock in with him and the OC and the quarterback coach. With Shedeur, all 4 of them lock in together. And everybody on the same page. The defense balling. If we win enough games to be on the backside of the NFL, if we could make it to, we get 8 wins bare minimum, because we had 5 this year and we could have won more with, and we wouldn't even like that. So we could have won more. Man, if we could pull off 9 or 10 wins and possibly hit them playoffs, can they still say go after Arch Manning, or can they still say go after one of these big time quarterbacks that has a name? Yes, they can. That's just what the NFL do. That's gonna be hype mode. But if we pull a Jacksonville, Chicago, or Washington in Jaden Daniels' first year, if we pull one of those 3 seasons, they can't look at no quarterback. Quarterback could be off the radar. But if we go 5 wins or less, they gonna throw every quarterback you could think of in our face. I love CC. You say one thing you got to remember: people are going to do just that. I just need, Cleveland to support him and let him rock out. I can't do the daily dramas. Correct, but they gonna do that. What I realized is if you got a hot ticket If you got a hot ticket, you gonna ride it. Shedeur, they hot ticket. Shedeur is a hot ticket, whether you talk about him good or bad. Um, I expect they're gonna go for him, but if he take off, the only way they don't talk about bringing in a quarterback is Shedeur have like an MVP year. Then they can't say it. But if he don't have no MVP year and he have 8, 9, or 10 wins, they still probably gonna talk crazy. I think they still gonna always say that. They gonna still throw somebody in Shedeur face. He'll have to probably start off. They still gonna say something about him. They will. They will. Black, you say year 3 of Shedeur's contract, he can make a request for a trade. Do you think other teams will accept this? I don't think he gonna ask for it. I think this year could blossom into something amazing because this year is the year that you got a coach who believe in you. You got a team that believe in you now. All the chatter is from the outside. Now, yes, you got common sense and you see he ain't gonna try to go look at Deshaun. You kind of gotta peek at it. Like you kind of gotta see, like, what he doing? Hmm. So it is competition. He gotta see, he gotta kind of see what he doing. So basically, Shedeur compete with everybody, yo. He compete with uh Deshaun. He compete with the college draft picks of this year. He competing with the college draft picks of next year. Um, that's why this year real huge, y'all. He is competing against a lot. But if he focus on the main thing, because none of that matter. If I focus on my 3 coaches I need to lock in with, head coach, which is the play caller, OC, quarterback coach, it's a wrap. And they do their part. O-line, wide receivers, get anything else on the defense. Cleveland could dominate, y'all. They could really come out there and dominate. All right, you say Shedeur needs to win and get out of Cleveland. I don't think they're gonna let him go. I think he gonna ball, he gonna be there. Black, yeah, they could go after Manning, but Manning them might not even want Cleveland. You gotta think the Manning family gonna stand up in the paint. They ain't gonna let nothing just happen. This girl, you say you don't like that he has to win that many games to keep his job. The rest of the correct, but it is what it is with Shedeur. Like, because Todd gonna come in. Here's the scenario. They're gonna say they got a new coach. They went and got some possibly a lineman in March. They also went and drafted guys and drafted O line. They got, they did O line and wide receivers in all season, total off season, free agents and draft picks. They got them. So the coach loves Shedeur. It's all about Shedeur. Did he win? They're gonna be on him. Sad to say it, but they're gonna be on him. He's just in that situation. BJ, yeah, I'm Shedeur all day. Hey, he gonna rock out though. LW, what's good? Yeah, hey, just good. I mean, I love CC. You say I'm gonna do people really bad if Shedeur isn't treated fairly. He will be. He will be. Hey, the Reds, the Red Sea done party. It's his time now. Yeah, it's his time now. But like I was telling y'all earlier, this whole thing, NFL in general, is all hype. They have to hype up the off season. They gotta hype up they got y'all, they hyping up everything. Everything getting hyped. Super Bowl. Yeah, yeah, Super Bowl, Pro Bowl, Shedeur's in it. Okay, uh combine, hype up the combine. Okay, free agent, hype it up. Okay, okay, okay. Draft, hype it up. Rookie minicamp, hype it up. Mandatory minicamp, hype it up. Preseason, yeah, we're here. So it's a hype. The whole thing hype, y'all. It's pretty much pretty much they want to win at all. No matter who lose in the process, the Shield will not lose. So they're gonna hype this up. That's why we got quarterbacks every year supposed to be the guy, and they ain't like that. Like I really look, y'all. I keep telling y'all, Mendoza might be that guy, but I just feel like I'm telling y'all, they finna hype up Julian Sand for next year, Arch Manning, uh, Sam at LSU, the quarterback at Texas Tech, the quarterback at Miami quarterback is good. They're gonna hype up about 10 quarterbacks and then let the pieces fall where they may. If Shedeur have a good season, they may have well put it like this. Remember, they was going against Shedeur the whole time. And then when it got time for draft, now it has officially shifted to O lineman, wide receiver, or wide receiver, O lineman for the first two picks. They done went away from quarterback. But that's the same thing gonna happen. They're gonna hype, but Shedeur has to play this year. Like it ain't no way around it. Shedeur has to put it like this. Shedeur got to give me 20 to 25 touchdowns bare minimum. 0 to 8 picks on them type of numbers. If he goes up higher to the 30 range, 30 touchdowns, you can give him up to 10 picks. If you can make it up to 40 touchdowns, you could get up to about 15 picks. So that's kind of where we're gonna be at with that. He got to come through, y'all. At the end of the day, he got to come through. This is a come through year. Period. He knows it. We know it. They gonna be on his back. They already on his back. So this is a must win. But he want to win. Listen, y'all, I ain't never in my life in football wanted to lose. Period. Now, did I always train the hardest? I might train hard for a couple of days, but you got to have some type of super discipline and mindset to go hard every single day. But hey, blessings to y'all. I just want to come holler at y'all tonight, man. Just tell y'all what's going on. Hey, holla at y'all. Holla at y'all. Holla at y'all.